Hey guys, this is Cameron at Barbecue Spit Rotisseries, and today we're going to be glazing a ham. Now, we're going to be using a ham that we've smoked ourselves, cured and smoked that is. You can just use a store-bought ham and use the same process. We just figured why not double the smoke, double the fun. Okay, so our first step is we're going to need to remove our rind. Okay, so that's essentially our skin on the outside. Then we're going to do a bit of a cross hatch to cut through our fat, add some peppercorns and just generally dress it up a little bit before we put it in the smoker. The first step, the rind. Now, it's going to be a little different between this smoked one versus the one you get at a store. The one you get that's already essentially cold smoked, as soon as you make an incision or a cut, you'll be able to peel the whole thing off relatively easy. You need to make sure that you keep all the fat on the ham, because that's all the good stuff. That's what's going to caramelize and go all golden along with our glaze and give us all our lovely sweet flavors. Okay, with this one, I'm going to have to be a little more delicate because there's less fat there, because we did a hot smoke on it. Okay, now I find the easiest way is to just do a cut all around the end first, and then I'm going to cut down the side, and I'm going to slowly work the rind off, trying to keep as much of that fat in place. All right, so we got all the skin off. I've left this bit on the top, the handle. Let's be honest, you're not really going to get any flesh out of that anyway. Now we're just going to try and do some other cross hatches. You can do a spiral cut as well. I'm just going to go the more traditional cross hatch, and then we're just going to be popping cloves into each little square that we produce. After that, we're going to rub it up, add some glaze into the smoker. Alright, crosshatch is all done. Time to clove it. So we're just whacking one of these in the middle of each little diamond we've made. You don't have to do this, just adds a bit of aroma. Alright, so we've got our ham all dressed and ready to go. So today we're going to do a combination of a rub and a glaze. We're going to be using Flaming Coal's Porkinator for the rub. Not too sweet, not spicy at all. Has a nice little bit of a citrus tang. So that'll work well with Cosmos Q, their new apricot glaze. This will give us a nice sweetness and a lovely colour overall. So first off, I'm going to rub it down. And then I'm going to leave it for about half an hour, let it sweat and set a little bit, just while I get the smoker up to temp, and then we'll glaze it when we first put it in. Now that we've left that set for 30 minutes, we're going to glaze the lower part, put it in our tray and rack, and just position it. Glaze the rest and then into the smoker. So smoker's at 160. We're then going to keep glazing it every 15-20 minutes until we hit 60 degrees Celsius. Just add a bit of water in the bottom. Means we're going to catch all those pan juices, the rub that drips off, all the glaze, and then we can use that as part of our basting as well. There's plenty of flavour there, so why lose it? To help keep the ham a little moist as well. And then into the smoker. So remember, smoker's set at 160 degrees Celsius. We're going to baste every 15-20 minutes. Keep an eye on the colour, because obviously your smoker has different temperature from one side to the other. You may need to turn it every so often just to get an even colour on it. And because we're running at 160 degrees Celsius, if it doesn't quite darken up, what I like to do is about
when it hits about 50 degrees Celsius, I'll just turn the smoker up a bit just to add a bit more colour and get that last little bit of caramelisation on it. Okay, so we've just taken our ham out of the smoker after it hits 60 degrees Celsius. Let it rest for 10 minutes. Now it's the best part. Give it a slice. Taste it. Smoky. Yeah, that'll do.